So they had what I'm assuming to be the final event for Black Ops 6 go live, and I say it's probably the final event because both this and the Chucky event are set to run until the launch date of Black Ops 7, so I'm assuming this is basically going to be it for Black Ops 6. But it's one of those collectathon events that we had earlier in the year, except this one is for tapes. So the rewards are a double XP token, a double weapon XP token, a popcorn-looking emblem, a loading screen, an emote, 3 wall-to-wall clearance gobblegums, a calling card, and then the Alvarez operator skin. In total, you need about 180 tapes, I want to say, for all the rewards. Just like kind of rough estimate off the top of my head. Maybe it's more like 150. But it doesn't take very long. If you go to stakeout, you can easily average anywhere from 10 to 30 per match, depending on how well you're optimizing it. And once you get all the rewards, there's 2 camos you can get. Well, there's 1 camo if you don't have the Black Cell Pass, this being the Zombies Roll camo, and it's pretty cool. It has a bunch of different shots from, like, I guess, like, Black Ops 6 Zombie Cinematics, and then there's, like, the Kino Countdown, but then if you have the Black Cell Pass, it's essentially the same camo, but somewhat color swapped, and there's some more color added to it. Both of them look pretty cool, but otherwise, yeah, those are all of the rewards for this event, and like I said, I'm pretty sure this is going to be it for Black Ops 6 because all of these run until BO7's launch date. Well, they actually changed it because originally it was set to run until BO7's launch date, but for some reason it ends like 3 days earlier now, but still, I'm pretty sure that's going to be it. All that being said, they added another variant of Slasher Deathmatch to the game, this one being Slasher Deathmatch Chucky. The last one we did was Jason, but this one's Chucky, so we're going to dive in and just, you know, play that. So this one's a bit different from the Jason variant, because in the Jason variant, you couldn't really take out Jason until you were the final survivor and you had the katanas. But in this one, okay, so we are not the killer this time, so we got to go run and hide. But in this one, you actually have Molotovs and shock charges, but I will say Chucky runs a lot faster than Jason did, because with Jason, you know, he was a bit slower, he was a bit more, it was more about hiding and whatnot. But with Chucky, you can fight back a bit because, yeah, they can run really fast. What I've seen a lot of people doing is just sort of like holding up in one spot and they'll plant down a bunch of shock charges like in either direction and then throw Molotovs at them whenever they see him coming. But for now, we're just going to try to keep moving because there's not a whole lot of great hiding places on this map. Speaking of which, there's one of the killers right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna hold it on my Molotov for a minute. All right, we're down to the last. Oh my goodness. Oh my, dude, they both just ran in the other direction. Like they didn't even. Okay. I'm not gonna question it. I just heard a Molotov pop off over there. Oh my goodness, okay, he got me with a combat axe. That scared the heck out of me. This is such a small thing for me to mention, but do you guys remember when third-person spectating was in the game? I really missed that, like back in like Black Ops 2. I wonder if they could ever bring that back. All right, we're spectating Rambo Johnny Blaze 125. He's being chased by 2 killers at the same time. He tries to throw Molotovs, but fire and water don't make a great combination, so there it is. The round is over, and we lost. Let's see, am I? Okay, I'm not the killer, so that means that next round, the final round, I'll probably be the killer then. Oh my goodness. Y'all see that? I was like going up. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. Oh no. Okay, that was a bad idea. That was a bad idea. So the Molotovs do refill after a little bit, but that's the thing. It takes a little bit. So, oh my god. All right, I can hear him throwing his combat axe. Here's what I'm gonna do. Now oh my goodness, no! I was gonna try to like climb up over the side and then throw a Molotov at the ground quick before he gets over, but yeah, he got me. So we're spectating Cursed Nymph here, and you know, there's not a whole lot happening here, Jeff. Okay, he's running around the corner as the killer approaches, gets him with a combat axe. Cursed Nymph is down for the count. There is 2 survivors left. Now we are spectating QC Cap Pollux. He's doing some crazy camera movement. Not really sure what the jittery camera's about. It doesn't really give him a competitive advantage rather than making his TikTok clip look a little bit fancier. All right, so now he's looking at some beautiful shrubbery outside of the mansion. Not really sure what he's doing to avoid the survivor, or to avoid the killers here, sorry. Okay, he just had a combat axe thrown at him, but haha, the killer killer's aim sucks pretty bad. So now Cap Pollux is gonna try to, I guess, hold out against the killer until the timer runs out. There's 9 seconds on the clock. The other last survivor was taken out. There's 2 killers left in the game. Gets him with the shock charge, does a 360 for his flashy TikTok clip, I guess. Runs inside of the mansion, still being chased by the killer, and he wins the round. That's a win for that round for the survivors, Jeff, but we'll see what happens in the final round. All right, let's see. Am I gonna be the killer this round, or... Okay, no, I'm not the killer this round. This time it is Cap Pollux and Johnny Blaze. Okay, so me, Grotesque here, running for my life. Okay, I see one killer down the stairs. I'm gonna throw a Molotov, and just like that, one of the slashers has been killed. Now, it seems like the slashers can respawn, because once you kill one of them, like, they kind of come back, I think. Oh, I just heard a scream. That actually scared the heck out of me. I just heard a scream. Oh, Okay. Listen, but okay. Okay, that did not work. That did not work. Shock charge. Okay. Hey, survivor buddy. Hey, you want to help me here? There's a killer right here. My buddy's aim sucks apparently. So, hold on. Wait, if you kill both of the killers at the same time, does that mean that you win the round automatically, maybe? And I got Combat X in the face. You hate to see it. Right now, we are spectating Cursed Nymph, and this gameplay is not very stimulating, so we're gonna go to the next player. Right now, we are spectating Kingslayer 6323. He's doing very similar maneuvers to what we've seen before, where he just kind of runs in circles around the backyard, looking at the beautiful shrubbery, taking in the scenery, doing a quick 180 to make sure nobody's behind him, looking at all, you know, looking left and right before you cross the street and all that. I'm pretty sure it's left, right, left, but you get the gist. High-pitched screams can be heard in the distance. The survivors are currently pinging to discuss with each other where the killers could possibly be, but nobody can seem to find them. There is currently 47 seconds on the clock. Kingslayer doing all sorts of evasive maneuvers against the shrubbery, I presume. Just looking around to see if there's anybody in sight, but it seems like the other killer is either... Apparently, I'm gonna die IRL. Okay, so we're having a bit of a conflict between Kingslayer and the other killer in the game, and the other killer seems to be Seth Rogen. Wow, this is quite the turn of events. I had no idea that Seth Rogen took this dark turn. There's currently 12 seconds on the clock, and unless the killer happens to be, like, the best COD player in the world, I do not see a win for the killers. Actually, okay, there we go. The killers actually just got another kill. But as I had mentioned, there's literally 0 seconds on the clock, which means that is a victory for the survivors, and that is the end of the game. But anyway, yeah, that's the Slasher Deathmatch Chucky mode, so I don't think they're gonna have any other ones come to the game. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be for Chucky and Jason there. Because the event, the one about the tapes, even says something about it just being more like Chucky and Jason base, which makes more sense because there is like Predator in the game as well right now, but like obviously it's kind of like a different thing compared to like Chucky and Jason, which are more like horror movie based, whereas Predator is more like action based. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the final event for Black Ops 7. Now we got about like what, 2.5 weeks until the full game releases, 3 weeks, something like that. Dude, I cannot wait for the launch of Black Ops 7. I just want to dive in and get started on the Master Prestige grind and camo grind and all that already, if I'm going to be honest, but still got 3 weeks, which in the grand scheme of things is like almost a month, so yeah, we still got a little bit to go, but I'm very excited for the launch of that, and yeah, that's about it for me. But anyway, as always, a massive shout out and thank you to all the patrons and channel members. Thank you to all even the low baller tier, and an even bigger shout out and thank you to all the big ball tier, Last King, Tad Manny, and the biggest shout out and thank you to all the G tier, Random Legends, Little Cheese Girl, and Script. Thank you guys so much, yes, to Literal Legends. I love you. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful. I love you all.